not, that's it. He's like, Lena, wait. So then I go meet him, and he's like, okay, come on. He's like, the character was supposed to, because I'm the only girl in the group, he was like, you were supposed to be my love interest.
Good morning, world. It's your boy FRE$H Fresh, and I'd like to welcome you to my first and most likely only mixtape, Dare to Be Different. What you're gonna get out of this mixtape is hope. The chance to see that there's another way to live, another way to make it to the top. The Flyboy way. Can't believe I stayed away too long. Did you miss me when I was gone? Yeah, probably messed up the words, but what's going on, y'all? It's your boy FRE$H Fresh at the Flyboy Way, all platforms, and we are going to day two of the American Black Film Festival. I'm looking for the good angle, but man, it's a little bit more difficult with this lighting. Hopefully it is right here, you know, it's a little bit better. Day two, I'm running late because last night I thought the all-white party was gonna end at like 1 o'clock. It didn't end till like almost 2. I didn't get home till like 2:15, got some food. So, you know, by the time I got up, got dressed, put the gear on, and you know, got ready. Shit's damn near 10 o'clock, and now it's 10:30, we're just getting here. So let's make the most out of every moment. Let's go. ABFF day 2. Peace. Hello, 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 hello. Who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Lulu Grace Onwaka, and I'm an actor.
Okay, okay. And where are you originally from?
I am originally from Nigeria, but I reside in Los Angeles.
Oh, you reside in Los Angeles?
Yes.
Oh man, that's a big chain. Lagos?
Yes!
Hey!
Yeah.
So how was it like transitioning from Lagos to LA? Because that's a big difference.
Oh my God, the cultural shock was crazy. I had to adjust to so many American cultures, which was very difficult at first. But so far, LA is filled with other immigrants, so it made it very easy for me to like get a hold of the culture, and I live for LA, so yeah.
So are you able to find good jollof in LA?
Yes! Listen, you all need to go try some jollof rice and chicken, okay?
Okay, okay. So when you started your career, were you in Nigeria or were you in the United States?
I was actually in Nigeria, and then I came to New York, and then I lived in Jersey, and you know, came to LA to chase that dream, because LA is the place, okay?
Okay, okay. And if you want to maybe give us some projects you've done or some things you have done in the future, if you can?
I've done a few shorts, you know, we start small, but like I've done a few short films that are coming out later this year. I have 2 coming out later this year, and I'm still like trying to get my footings in the door, because like as an immigrant, you know, it's a little bit harder for me because I have to learn the American culture, I have to learn the accent, and the transition it's getting there, but like I still have a lot of work to do. So far it's been great, and I'm loving the challenge, so yeah.
So one thing I wanted to do is, I'm not sure if I'm going to say it right, but I wanted to be in a Nollywood film. And I just like thought it would be so hard as an American to go over there and try to do it like the same way it would be the opposite, but it's not as difficult as...
I don't think it's gonna be as difficult for you, because like, you know, it's at the end of the day, you are an actor, and all you have to do is find the right people in Nigeria to be able to connect you to that place where you can be in front of the Nigerian community and be an actor in Hollywood. But it's definitely not as hard as Hollywood, I would say.
So, okay, a couple questions left, because like this is big, this is a lot of information. You went from New York to LA. Do you feel as though you have more of an opportunity for achieving your goals in LA than New York?
I think so, yes, because New York is more Broadway, and I haven't even started anything in Broadway. I'm basically doing films and TV, so LA is like TV and films, and for me that's where it feels like home for me, you know, it feels like this is where I need to be. But so far, Broadway is just something I've not gotten myself into, and I feel like that's a whole different ballgame, if you ask me.
Tell him, kid, what you tell him? Oh, Jesus. Come on, Jesus. Come on. Ooh, you know this mortgages do. Lord, what you tell him? I said, Lord, what you tell him? What you tell him? Ooh, I ain't got nothing in the refrigerator but some milk. What you tell him? is how I got my son. Sometimes in life, you just say yes. And
I was at the house when you was making that decision.
Remember that? And I had 20 minutes.
20 minutes to go get her baby.
Yep, and I just said, my mother's like, "Look, come on, you ain't got no man, you ain't got no kids, what you doing?" And I had that baby, and I remember, same thing, I prayed, and I just said, sometimes you gotta just leap on
gotta
faith.
say yes.
And I
Jump.
said yes.
Jump
And
off that cliff.
what I said was right there, and I just called them back, and I said, yes, take the deal. And it was the best decision.
Best decision.
You know, and I must say, the network, you know, the people that we work with, the Scripts and Bounce, and
Cheryl Harrison.
And when the people they spoke on the stage,
David Hudson.
Yeah, that's right. We have Jim.
See you, Jim Weiss. But let me say something about Cheryl Harrison while I'm here. She is the strongest lead that we have. She holds us steady. She is so humble that she doesn't like to get up front and do anything that she just did today. But she shines in everything she does, and she has held us steady. And we appreciate you, Black woman. We see you, Black woman. Should we have her stand so we can applaud? Yeah, stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Cheryl.
For the team behind the blackening. Let's step on down here to the executive suite. Tracy, Tim, Dwayne, talk to me a little bit about the making of this movie. How did it all come together? The inspiration behind writing it. Tell me a little bit about how this all came to be.
You want to start?
Sure. Yeah, how's it going to be? In 2016, I wrote a sketch for an all-black sketch show that I was in. And I really wanted to write a sketch that dissected blackness but in like a fun, entertaining way. And that's how the sketch came to be. Then in 2018, me and my improv group 3P, we filmed it for as a short for Comedy Central. It went viral, and then Tracy saw it. She called me and said, "Hey, we should make this into a movie." And I said, "Girl, I'm a woman, and she gotta go lead the way." And then she did. And now there's a fucking movie. Yeah.
Suit is fire.
Oh, thank you.
Let's go, period, right? Looking good. This is a great room. Tracy, so what attracted you when you first read that script? I know you're a writer. You see so many things come on your desk. What was attractive about that one?
I just thought them debating who was blacker, it's just funny. And the stakes of the short was like whoever was the blackest died. And so I just thought that was really funny as a concept, and I've been wanting to do a horror. And this was around the time, shout out to James Lopez, that Girls Trip was coming out. And so when you have a hit movie, you have kind of like a halo on you for a second. So I was like, this is the time to take out a horror comedy if I'm ever gonna take one out. So that's when I called him and then connected with Tim. I'd never worked with him, and I will never work with him again. Just kidding, I like him. But yeah, connected with Tim just as a producer at that point. And then we got together, we never really met. But luckily we didn't hate each other.
Yeah.
And we co-wrote a script together, this script. And yeah, once Tim got the draft, he was like, maybe I'll direct this. And we were never thinking he'd ever, because this was like micro budget, like student film.
$22.
We all
got paid $1.
It was like a $3 million movie. It was like very, very, for Hollywood, that's not bad. And Tim, we just thought, he's never gonna do this, but then, I mean, you can talk about why, but I think you just thought it was fun and funny.
Well, out of all the directors in Hollywood, though, how did you choose the one director that doesn't know how to play spades? So Tim is an incredible director. Wait, Tim, can you play spades? Oh, I'm nasty with it. We can come back to you. Jay, you trying to do? I'm good. Who's your partner, Jay? Who's your partner on the?
Look at me.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm picking. I gotta pick my partner. I gotta pick someone. You know what I'm saying?
How much?
Hello, hello, hello. Who do we have here?
Hi, my name is L'Ariel. I'm an actress located out in Atlanta. We're here at the American Black Film Festival, and you can follow me on Instagram at Big Daddy L'Ariel. That's Lirelle. And I'm just really excited to be here creating and networking with people, with other creatives. And I got a couple of shorts coming out soon. Y'all gonna see them.
Hey, so you from the ATL?
I'm from Atlanta.
Uh-oh.
I live in Atlanta. I'm from New Orleans.
See, the NOLA. What is the line name? The line bands? I love them things right there. They so amazing. I haven't been to New Orleans yet, but that's definitely a place I want to go. So maybe you could just tell them some things either you've done or some things you plan on doing in the future.
So I most recently did like a little thriller short, super cool. Currently working on a feature film, my first feature actually, super exciting. And none of them have been released to the public yet. They're doing their festival run, and I'll be on more festivals.
Awesome.
But yeah, got a couple things coming.
So I'm going to ask you 2 more questions, and one is very important. Do you have a YouTube channel?
I do not.
And that second part is, why haven't you started a YouTube channel yet so people can see your amazing acting and your shorts and everything?
I did start a YouTube channel with my best friend once, and it was cool, but I don't know, YouTubing is a lot. I give a lot of respect to the creatives that are on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. Those creatives are really putting in a lot of work, and this is work that I don't really have the time for right now.
I feel you. We all working. So I ended with giving them your information where they can contact you at if they want maybe to book you for something. Give them everything you need to know.
Yeah. So my email address is glarielle, again, LIRELLE@gmail.com, and you can follow me on Instagram at Big Daddy L'Ariel.
Big Daddy, say it again.
Big Daddy.
Hey, I'll put it right here, y'all. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right.
What was fascinating to me about watching Dick Van Dyke Show and the Mary Tyler Moore Show, 2 pillars of television that you kind of have to study, which I did study in college, writing and producing in television. So that was on the syllabus anyway. But what was interesting to me was about that there was one common denominator between Dick Van Dyke Show and the Mary Tyler Moore Show. And I was like, oh, she was first a wife and a mother on screen, then she became the eternal single woman on screen as well, and defined sort of for women how you were supposed to be. And so I was just very intrigued by this person, and I read her memoir after all, and I found that her persona did not match the person. When she became very well known playing Laura Petrie as a wife and a mother, but secretly was unhappily married and was not a very good mother, to her own admittance in her memoir. And during the Mary Tyler Moore Show, where she plays the epitome of a single woman, was married the entire time to Grant Tinker, who it was his idea. He said, if you don't have your own show, why don't we create a production company called NTM Productions, so you will own it. Which would then, of course, inspire Oprah Winfrey to make Harpo Productions. Which would then, of course, inspire me to make Helmet Grab Productions.
Ladies, who do we have here?
Hi, I'm Shadonis from Atlanta.
Okay.
I'm Nina Lee. I'm from Atlanta. I'm one of the directors of one of the YouTube short films, Black Girl Day Off.
Okay. Director and a
DP.
And
DP.
A DP. Okay. So maybe you ladies can let us know how you got into the industry. Let them know what do you do, and maybe if you have any programs or anything else that you've done before, or maybe get some talk about today. Let's start from the right to left.
Okay. I got into it, I don't know, just always wanted to do it. And yeah.
Oh wait, so see, directors usually more laid back behind the scenes. But you're okay with being like upfront and...
Oh, well, I'm an actor, writer, director.
So she does it all.
Yeah.
She does it all. Okay, and
I'm into it all as well. I was grew up in film and photography, and just constantly always into different projects. It just follows me.
Okay, now I gotta ask you ladies, because you ladies are from Atlanta. Like, when I went to Atlanta for All-Star Weekend, it was amazing. How do you I don't want to say compete. Is it difficult with so many creators in Atlanta to actually make it out to something big, that like a screening at a festival like the American Black Film Festival?
I don't see it as hard. I think it's hard as hell to get into anything. I think it's hard as fuck. Absolutely. You just gotta be persistent. Yeah, I think as long as whatever you're into is whatever you manifest for yourself, you can get into. I feel like everything's possible. But it's gonna be hard. And I think it's important to say it's gonna be hard so that when you go through the tough moments, you don't think that someone else that's where you want to be had easy. But I think that you can get to where you want to be.
Is there something major that you need to know or that maybe you didn't know before reaching?
You know a lot of people.
Oh, so it's who you know, not what you know.
You have to have the talent. The talent is what gives you the longevity, but I think everything that I've been blessed to create has been through the people that love and support me.
Okay, well, as it gets crowded real quick, let's end this by giving your Instagrams again, and if you have YouTube channels, anything that you can promote yourself with.
Just type in Nina Lee on Instagram. I have a cartoon picture.
Okay, and?
Same, just Adonis. It's like Adonis with an S.
Alright, so we're gonna leave that in the description and on the thing. So y'all make sure y'all follow them and get great with these great black women directors, actresses, writers, producers, DPs, everything. Appreciate y'all time.
Glenn, Belief, Henry, and Armani White. Man, come on, man. Come on, man. I said it all dramatic for a reason, man. Come on. Amazing, man. Yeah. Okay, that was amazing. That was really, truly phenomenal. I first want to say thank you all.
Thank you.
We want to say thank you all for sharing what was in your head. I want you all to enjoy the conversation before we open up for a question and answer, but I want to start with just a brief intro on yourself. Answer this question however you want, but who are you, what do you do, and how did you get to sit on this stage here today? And we're going to start with the lovely Baby Tay.
Hi, I'm Baby Tate. Hey! I am a singer, rapper, producer, artist, entertainer, and now filmmaker. But I'm really honored to be here and to be a part of this. All of you guys' films were amazing. And yeah, shout out to YouTube, Black Voices. I am a part of the 2021 alum. So yeah, that's how I'm here, and I'm really grateful to be here. Oh, I'm from Atlanta. Yeah, Eastside.
Yeah, I'm George Lee, aka Conscious Lee. Don't forget the Lee. Education is elevation. I consider myself a professional shit talker. I'm a public intellectual. I'm an educator, influencer, father, husband. I feel like say it like it is, in a particular way where I'm able to use what I've researched, what I've read, and kind of being, I feel like, a intellectual shit talker. I've really enjoyed this opportunity. I never seen myself as being a storyteller, so being able to do this now, I think I'm a storyteller, you know what I'm saying? And also make that executive producer in the community. So shout out to y'all, I appreciate y'all for you know, pulling up.
Word. Hi, my name is Belief. I'm an MC, made the transition from music to fatherhood seamlessly. My wife and I have 4 children, chocolate babies, causing havoc all around the house, you know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, I just feel grateful to be here, you know? Yeah, make content about being a black father.
What's up, everybody? Oh shit, I got loud as hell. You heard that?
That's that rapper voice, sir.
Right. My name is Armani White, aka Big Blanco. I'm rapper, poet. I don't hold this mic where I'm not loud as hell. I'm a rapper, poet, visionary, real nigga. I mean, above everything else, I'm a storyteller, like he said. And I think YouTube, you know, we partnered up because they admire, believed in my story, and they gave me a platform to tell that story. So, you know, that's why we up here right now. For West Philly, by the way.
It's the problem with our business. The people who are there ain't live the shit. See, because I live it, spend. This is how we do it shit. Sound like this is how we do it too commercial. Put that stank on it. I wanted to play in the places where you get a record so big, then it becomes out of a point of view. I don't want everybody to love the same thing. We always wanted to have a different point of view, and so how can, and I'm getting all off topic, but I want you guys to be very clear. Bon Jovi still has a career, Elton John still has a career, go down the list of them, because the people who are at the heads of the company grew up on them. But you take our artists, and we gotta go do it ourselves. You know what I mean? We don't get that. And so I think the same thing happened with this music. And there's not been somebody that has been there that loves house so much and understands it, that's willing to risk their motherfucking job on it. That's the difference. So,
I gotta agree with that. Kelly, I gotta agree with that. Like working at Jive Records and signing 3 hip house artists, right? As well as, bringing a lot of the house artists to Jive Records. One, they didn't know how to market it, right? And trying to explain it to a room full of New Yorkers who all they knew really was hip hop, they didn't get it. Now, I give them a C for at least attempting to do it. But when I tell you the struggles of trying to get them to market it and spend money on a video and things like that, they didn't want to do that. They thought they could just put it out and hopefully it goes. And with any kind of music, Kevin, I'm sure you'll agree with this, you have to work it, you have to market it, you have to put money behind it.
Okay, so getting back to the heavy task of putting all of this on the screen, what was your exposure coming up? You mentioned that your mom and your dad sort of turned you onto. Yeah, talk about that.
I would say that my entry point into hip house, as I understand it now, especially, was through hip hop. And it was through artists who were using mechanical or electronic sounds, and then you have lyricism over it. So growing up in the 2000s, for me, I hear electronic dance music. I hear DJs like Tiesto and Skrillex and Calvin Harris, of course. But then what I realized was that these songs that you're playing that I've heard before, I can quote the lyrics, I can sing along, were just passed down to me from my family who grew up in Chicago, but then also having ever been to a club. These records are still played in the clubs today, and they just call them different terms, or some people don't even ask the question about where it comes from, you just dance to it, because that's what it makes you want to do. So through dance, through experience, and coming up as a young person who enjoyed nightlife, you start to realize songs like The Percolator,
It's time for the percolator.
make you want to dance, and you hear it over the years. It never gets old.
Wayne, what's the name of that song that guy just played?
Oh, Lord.
Wait, what is it? Hold on. What's it called? No. It's time for the percolator. You know the name of that song? It's called The Coffee Pot.
Good morning, world.